Now, it is important for us to understand that there are different social styles that revenue managers adopt in their day-to-day practices. Now, it's got a lot to do with relationship as well as tasks, assertiveness, and responsiveness. So now the four different social styles. One is the analytical, there's the driver, the amiable, and expressive. Now let us understand the nature of these different people, because managers and associates are come under any one of the categories of these four styles. They adopt either of these styles in their day-to-day communication, whether it's within the department or whether it is with co-workers or with other departmental heads. Now let us understand the analytical perspective. Now analytics, they are people who are very analytical oriented, reminded. They usually are schedule oriented and organized and goal oriented as well. They identify the problems and they find creative solutions. They are slow and methodical, but at the same time, they are very persistent when it comes to getting the task done. They they have high standards and needs to complete, and they are glued to figures, charts, and graphs and numbers. And moreover, they are introvert by nature and they avoid risks. Now, drivers, on the other hand, they are born leaders because they are completely goal oriented. They are very, very organized. They are very determined. They are confident. They are competitive and dynamic by nature. They are independent and power oriented. And they are very, very practical. And at times they can be over demanding. However, they are quick to take actions and they're extrovert by nature. And they're very, very strong willed. Now, if you look at amiables in this regard, amiables are those individuals who have a low key personality and they are patient, friendly, and easygoing, and they focus on building relationships. They avoid conflicts and are peaceful by nature. They are competent, but at the same time, they are steady and they can handle pressure. By nature, they are very, very obliging and overwhelming and attentive, but however, they are slow to change. They resist change. Like, for example, if there has been a change in a new technology, software being adapted, or a new RMS or revenue management system that is being installed by the hotel, the amiable kind of individuals will be less responsive to change. And expressives, on the other hand, they are also similar to amiables. However, they're dynamic and volunteers for jobs because they really want to get the job done. They are friendly and they maintain relationships, which is a very common aspect in both amiables and expressives. They're dynamic and creative, and they are enthusiastic and they seek recognition. However, they do not accept criticism and they make decisions that are based on their gut feelings or intuitions. And they sometimes fall behind schedule when it comes to completing their work. Now, for us to understand one thing, it is very important to know that analyticals and drivers are usually less responsive and are task oriented. On the other hand, amiables and expressives are more responsive and relationship oriented. Now, if you look at both the x and y axes, From a vertical standpoint, analyticals and amiables are less assertive and are slower paced. On the other hand, expressives and drivers are more assertive and faster paced when it comes to work. Now let us understand an RMS. An RMS is nothing but a revenue management software system. It is a software that allows hotels to carry out important revenue management tasks efficiently and effectively. Sometimes, most of the time, RMs determine the right occupancy and they even provide suggestions and solutions as to what should be done in order to improve certain aspects. They help to manage and utilize all the data the hotel produces and the market as a whole to make more informed decisions because they provide accurate solutions. It combines human input and advanced analytics to ensure the best possible results. Now, human input, yes, the revenue manager or the revenue management team, they must also apply their personal skills and their knowledge and expertise as well, and not just completely rely on advanced analytics for better results because knowledge and experience, they go hand in hand with technology. They detect the most profitable pricing options as well. Now, revenue management software system, the most commonly used are Beyond Price and RevPar Guru. Now, these softwares system platforms are very, very advanced as they detect profitable pricing options, and they are very, very user friendly and extremely beneficial when it comes to fulfilling revenue management tasks and responsibilities. Again, demand forecasting, it predicts changes and changes in trend patterns, considers demographics, and even it considers occupancy levels of previous years, and they compare and contrast the same with the current year, and they even provide recommendations. You know, they analyze lost revenue due to overbooking or cancellations as well. They analyze these aspects and they provide a roadmap for revenue managers, an accurate roadmap in how to recover or compensate for this lost revenue. Revenue reports as well by KPIs, key performance indexes. That revenue reports also generated with the help of revenue management software systems because everything is calculated very, very accurately with the help of the system, and it collects historical inventory data so that it can be better to it'll be better in the long run when it comes to making decisions regarding budgeting and financing. Then channel and segment based revenue analysis is also performed because channel and segment based, again, which distribution channel is most profitable, whether it's OTAs or whether it's a hotel booking, and strategy should be focused towards driving overall revenue, not just on the profitable channels. And even segment based revenue analysis is conducted after considering the profitable segments and the high revenue generating segments of clientele. And yes, either day or week based performance analysis is made and followed by a perfect example. I've considered RevPar Guru. This is what a typical RMS software system looks like. RevPar Guru is something that has been used very, very widely across the world and across various hotels. Now, for example, it shows the check-in date, the checkout date, the adults, the children, the rate plan according to RevPar Guru. Now, it has predetermined rate plans as well that optimize the price level accordingly, the public rates, the package rates, the total available occupancy, the standard double, standard single, deluxe double, according to rooms, according to days and availability and occupancy. So all this information is easily computed in the system and provided in the form of a revenue report to the revenue manager on a day-to-day basis. Either it could be from month to date, weekly, monthly, or year to date, or even yearly. So all this information is provided with the help of the RMS. Now, during the new normal, now again, it has the COVID-19 situation has significantly impacted revenue, because in this case, we cannot refer to precedents or historical data, because a pandemic has emerged out of thin air. And again, it's a challenge for revenue managers, because historically now they cannot predict what can be expected out of the industry. Although the industry is bouncing back and although things have improved drastically and tremendously and immensely, it's important for revenue managers to adopt the following and to consider the following new normal, reimagining revenue management in a COVID-19 scenario. Now, revenue management system reliant on historical data will now have become obsolete, as hotels worldwide are experiencing unprecedented market conditions. Yes, now real time market demand indicators and a macro view of demand. So, yes, these are all important aspects that must be considered, because something that has not taken place before. Real time market demand indicators are important because they have to ensure every potential new booking can be captured at the optimal price. While there are many sources for pricing data, it is important that hotels have a complete picture of the competition landscape to price competitively. Now, the hotel prices must be examined 365 days ahead for every room type, as well as individual options available for each room type, including room only or breakfast inclusive rates, non-refundable versus refundable prices. So here, all the plans, meal plans are also applicable along with the room tariff rates and the packages based on the preferences. So yes, online bookings can be finalized 24 hours a day based on the time zone of the potential guests. So it's important to review and revise prices more than once per day. And integrating with the PMS, with hotel booking engines that encompasses the range of hotels in a given destination, will provide deeper insights. This is very, very important. And only because a macro view of demand is highly essential, because there are many factors that contribute to the demand pressure for the city and the travel agent booking searches, etc. So cluster search analytics is a very valuable insight into micro demand for hotels. And online reputation score, again, is a very, very vital point to mention, because the actual guest selection booking process is often overlooked. Now, you may have the best quality data, the highest frequency of data updates, and interfaces with the property management system or the channel manager. But none of that matters if a potential customer's perception of value of your property is lower than that of your actual position in the marketplace. Competitors will have online reputation scores visible across most online booking platforms, and relative ranking won't change too much across those channels. So you may have direct control over pricing, but you don't have direct control over your online reputation score. So it's important to engage with guests and build a good relationship, so that a strong online presence and a good reputation during this pandemic period would be the way out. When considering booking a room at a hotel, most guests compare the relative value across a short list of hotels. So yes, all these aspects must be taken into consideration. Flight search data is also important in the current and uh, future post-COVID era. Now, overall capacity has gone down only 50 million seats, or approximately 48 to 47% globally. Border closures have created volatile travel restrictions. This is in effect now, it's currently happening. And having all the right data, it's a fantastic way to improve the hotel's revenue management analysis strategy. However, it's not enough. There are other two vital elements to a successful profitable revenue management strategy, no matter the level of demand in the market or worldwide. Now, of course, in most cases, flight travel is highly correlated with hotel stays, and therefore, flight search data is a leading indicator for travel intent, and in turn for hotel booking intent. Knowing about flight search patterns, broken down by country of origin, targeted destination, and with a weekly or monthly trend summary, it is very, very useful and beneficial for all hotels, particularly those where a majority of their guests arrive via airports. Hotels need to have the core systems integrated and automated to ensure optimal efficiency and speed to the market. Now, property needs to have the core systems integrated and automated. Now, gathering demand data should be an automated feature of a revenue management system, including flight data and hotel competitor prices, online reputation data, and more. So, automation is the key. Once a hotel has decided upon the strategic direction based on the insights gathered from the RMS, those decisions should be automatically sent to the hotel PMS, in some cases also to uh, the channel manager, and how the online distribution should be structured. So time is valuable, and manually entering any pricing updates is pretty time consuming, and therefore automating is the key for success in this regard. Last but not the least, knowledge and experience of a revenue manager comes into play, because it's important to remember how necessary the human element is to a property's revenue management success. Even when using an artificially intelligence based system, an RMS is just an autopilot that computes matrices and provides reports based on raw data or incomplete data in some cases. Now, this may solve a price demand calculation. It provides an analysis on that. But on the other hand, strategy is often a decision based on emotion or instinct, either on the part of a potential guest or the hotel's competitor. The strategy is a human trait. The system operates in a fully automated manner. We're missing out on the valuable opportunity to apply revenue management strategy, which is something only an experienced revenue management manager or management team can apply, not an algorithm. So, therefore, the human touch is important in revenue management. And it's not just confined to systems, although it's extremely beneficial, but at the same time, the human touch and the knowledge and expertise and experience of a revenue manager also comes into play for generating more revenue and higher profits in the long run for the hotel in general. Thank you.